Hello yoga fam, welcome to my channel, the best place to practice yoga on and off your mat for your body, mind, and soul. Today's class is a morning yoga routine to stretch and strengthen. It's going to balance the yin and the yang, the feminine and masculine energies within, so you can start your day with power, purpose, and focus. And while this class is incredibly beneficial for anyone who's wanting to start their day with those qualities, it's also beneficial anytime you are wanting, craving, needing that sense of empowerment, okay? Now I do need to let you know, if you can't tell, I am 5 months pregnant and I'll continue to grow on this channel with you. So throughout the practice, I'll be offering different variations that you can choose depending on how you're feeling in your body. But for my mamas to be, this practice is generally acceptable. I'm in my second trimester. The most important thing, pregnant or not, with any yoga practice or movement routine is that we really listen to our bodies and give ourselves the agency that we are our own teachers, and the person who's instructing the class is simply our guide. Yoga props, let's talk about them. I would love for you to have one block. It is recommended, not required. And then anything that you like to sit atop of in a seated posture. So I'm sitting atop a folded blanket right now. You might like a block, blanket, or bolster. Choose what you want to perch atop of to support yourself. And then unroll your mat, gather those yoga props, subscribe to the channel to support at-home free yoga, and let's begin this morning yoga routine together. Okay, welcome to your practice. Meet me in an upright seated posture. Establish your seat, roots down. Feel a sense of heaviness and connection with the earth plane as you lengthen and extend up through the spinal column, feeling the ribs lift away from the pelvis. Collarbone broadens, and you're gonna love me for this. Extend your arms out into the shape of a V. Send your thumbs up towards the ceiling. All 4 fingers curl inwards towards the palm. This is called Ego Eradicator. And we're gonna be here for 3 minutes together. Don't worry, I'm keeping the time. Continue to maintain that posture we established and really firm the arms into place. Feel the whole arm active and engaged here, thumb pointing up towards the ceiling, and invitation to start consciously breathing, inhaling and exhaling out of the nose. Allowing the breath to support you during this 3-minute hold. Allowing the breath to calm and quiet the stories that are possibly surfacing. Allowing the breath to pull your inherent strength from within to the surface. Allowing the breath to keep your awareness in the now, here now moment. It's already been 1 minute, so we're a third of the way there. Reestablish your posture if you're beginning to lose it. Sit up tall. We can do this. We are powerful. We are capable. We are strong. Holding a static posture like this really reminds us that we can work through dilemmas, hardships, obstacles, and challenges without shrinking away, without playing small. Holding our arms up like this for 3 minutes, which by the way, we're 2/3 of the way there now, is such a good reminder that we can play it big, right? We can face criticism. We can accept the compliments, and we can maintain steadiness throughout all of it. We can stay focused on what matters most to us, not swinging to any one extreme, but staying in the midline, continually reestablishing neutrality, equipoise, equanimity, Really maintaining that strong sense of self and self-esteem. We're almost there. 20 more seconds. You can do it. You are doing it. You will do it. Last breath, big inhale. And side out as you let the arms release down to the thighs. Meet me in tabletop posture. Great work. And I gotta tell you, I just filmed that exact opening and my neighbor above me, tabletop pose, you can start working through cat-cow, started making all sorts of noises. So I filmed that back to back and realized how much power I do have. So inhale, of course, to let the belly soften and the chest expand. Exhale, rounding the back, pushing the earth plane away. 3 more like that. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more, maybe making non-linear movements. Last one. Coming back into neutral tabletop, extend the right leg back, firm the right leg, and lift the right leg up, leading with the inner thigh here. Check in with your pelvis. Make sure the right hip is in line with the left. Option to stay here or extend the gaze forward as the left hand follows. Creating this long line of energy from the right big toe through the left thumb. Firming the arm as you push the ground away. Firming the abdomen. Last breath. Exhale, bring it down. Extend the left leg behind you. Engage before you lift. Think about, where am I lifting from? I'm lifting from the hamstring, the glute, and the inner thigh. So, how do you like that sound effect? Gaze forward and extend the right hand as well. Reaching from the right thumb through the left big toes. Wrapping the left hip down as you spiral the left inner thigh high. Remembering that you are strong. Last breath. And set it down. Now let's move with breath as we inhale and exhale and lift the leg and arm off of the ground. Again, option to lift the leg only. Let's start with right leg, left arm. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, left leg, right arm. Keep moving like this. Noticing where you can refine. Last one each side. Awesome. Set it down, curl the toes under, meet me in downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. If you're practicing this in the morning, this is the first downward facing dog of the day. Please take any stance that feels great for you. Taking the legs as wide as the mat will help ease the stretch of the hamstrings, or bending the knees. Maybe you bicycle. Whatever you choose, firm down through the hands. Push down through thumb and pointer into the heel of the hand and send that firming sensation all the way up through the forearms. Externally rotating the upper arms, wrapping armpits towards heart. 3 more breaths. Establish this posture here, this foundation. On your next inhale, meet me in plank pose, please. Just like in Sunbird, you're firming through the heels all the way through the crown of the head. Legs are active, abdomen is engaged, pulling through the collarbone here. Another breath. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to gaze forward. Start to walk your feet towards the top of the mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. Really lengthen from tail all the way through the crown of the head. And exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Push down through those heels as you sweep the arms high. Gaze up at the fingertips. And exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale to fold through the midline. Chin stays towards chest, navel reaching back. Fold all the way forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Again, lengthen. Think spinal vertebral extension here. Exhale to plant the hands and step the left foot back, preparing for Virabhadrasana 2. So heel to arch alignment. Push off the right heel as you windmill open into Warrior 2. And let's hold for 5 breaths. Establish your stance. So push down through those feet. Firm the leg muscles to the bones here. Extend through the arms. On our next inhale, straighten the front knee, palms touch overhead. Exhale back into Warrior 2. We've got 4 more. Steadiness is our priority on the mat. We want to take that off the mat. Straighten that front leg and start to heel toe the back foot in. If you've got that block, place it on the inside of the right foot here for triangle pose. Hands to hips. Legs are firming, right? Start to send the hips back, sass them back. Reach, reach, reach through the torso. And when you feel like, okay, I'm at my extension, the right hand comes down, possibly to the floor, the shin, or a block. This top hip wraps up and back. Beautiful. Broaden across the collarbone and reach the left arm high. Just like in that Ardha Uttanasana halfway lift, lengthen from the tailbone all the way through the crown of the head. Take 3 big breaths here. Beautiful. Gaze down. Bend the front knee, set the block off to the side, and step back into plank pose. Now, option to hold here. We're moving into side plank, Vashisthasana. If you know it, you can start to make your way there. Option for right knee to come down as you lift the left arm high, like so. Or option for the full variation. Right hand comes in front of the shoulder. We stack both feet, flex the toes, firm the legs, lift the hips, left arm high, 3 breaths. Gaze down, return to plank pose with me. Downward facing dog. Option for a vinyasa there if you want one in your practice. Downward facing dog. Establish the foundation through the hands, the wrists, the arms. Let the chest melt towards the tops of the thighs as you lengthen through the spine, all the way up through the sitting bones as they spread wide. Invitation to sigh at any point. Last breath here. Inhale to gaze forward, walk, step, or hop, top of the mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. Again, notice, can I get any longer here? Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Reach up towards the sky, towards the incredible day that you're going to have or are having. Hug the hands down through heart center. Sweep the arms high. Exhale, fold through the midline. Inhale, lift up halfway. Make this pose count. Exhale, step the right foot back for warrior two. And again, heel to arch alignment. Check your feet out. Firm through the left leg and windmill up and around. I always like to adjust my feet just a little bit more as I settle in. Kick that heel out. Push down through the legs to rise up. Expand through the arms. Feel the collarbone spread. We're here for 5 breaths. Next, inhale, front leg straightens, palms touch overhead. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. Last one. Straighten that front leg, hands to hips, heel toe the back foot in a bit, preparing for Trikonasana. If you've got that block, find it, bring it to the inside of the left foot. Hands to hips, sass the hips back as you lengthen through the torso and the crown of the head. Find your edge, and then that left hand comes to wherever you're bringing it. Floor, shin, or a prop, and then push whatever you're connecting with away as you wrap the top hip up and back. Shoulder blades draw together, collarbone spreads, and extend the right arm high. Lengthen from tail to crown. Gaze down, bend the front knee, remove the block. Meet me in plank pose. Preparing for side plank. You choose your variation. Left knee can come down. And we open the right arm high, or maybe you're in Vashisthasana with both feet stacked. Whichever variation, 3 breaths. Refine the posture. Find where you can activate and where you can soften. Last breath. Everyone meet in plank pose. Option for a vinyasa or downward facing dog. Three more breaths here. And soften the knees, child's pose, balasana. If you've got that block, option to bring it underneath the forehead. Taking the knees to a comfortable hip width distance. I've got a belly to make room for, so my knees are quite wide. You might want them closer in or even knees all the way together. Allow yourself to soften here. Allow the stability and the structure of the earth plane to settle your energy. To remind you that you are supported in your endeavors, your efforts, and that each day we have the opportunity to choose our attitude, to choose where our attention flows to choose what thoughts or emotions that we attach to. Our yoga practice reignites our agency and our autonomy. It builds that awareness that we are not the emotions, we are not the thoughts. We're the observer and the witness that sees them. Last few breaths here. Really let yourself settle if there's any residual tension, any angst about what's coming after the practice. Last big breath. Let's sigh on the exhale. Inhale. So beautiful. Start to make your way up. Lift the head and torso. Swing the legs around. Bring the hands behind you, feet as wide as the yoga mat, and let yourself windshield wipe from side to side here. Maybe pausing where you feel that residual tension. Last side. And meet me in a seated posture. Possibly sitting atop a prop. Reestablish your posture from the beginning. Roots down, lifting up through the crown. And noting the difference between then and now. What's shifted. And we'll practice a simple breath technique where we'll increase the inhalation to build energy, build vitality, build sustenance and resiliency. So close your eyes and take a natural breath with me. And we'll start by inhaling for a count of 4. Followed by a regular exhale and build to a count of 8. Exhale completely. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Inhale for 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale completely. Inhale for 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale and release. Last one. Inhale for 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And exhale completely. Sit quietly. Notice the effects of your practice. Notice the results of your commitment here. Notice the benefits of unrolling your mat. Allow the breath to be natural. Soft inhale and exhale. Basking in the afterglow of your asana and pranayama. Another few moments here. Possibly setting an intention, stretching from within yourself, and choosing a statement or an action that you'd like to stretch your attention towards as you step off the mat soon. What matters most to you? And sweep the arms out to the sides. Gather up what matters. Gather up this practice. Palms touch. Hug the hands down into Anjali Mudra, prayer position at the heart. We'll close with an Om together. Inhale to prepare. Collective reset breath. Heavy sigh. Gently bow, thumbs to forehead. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Peace Peace Peace. Lift the gaze, release the hands, softly blink the eyes open. Take a moment to scan your surroundings, take in the physical space that you're in, and bookend your experience today. If you want to continue practicing and learning with me, download my Yoga Reset Guide. It's a 7-step journey through the chakra system to expand your yoga experience, deepen your knowledge, and approach the practice holistically. It includes on the mat yoga asana classes, energy aligning exercises, suggested mantras, as well as self-reflection journal prompts. To get that guide, see the link in the description below. Thank you so much for joining me today. And remember, the real work begins now. We are challenged to take our yoga off the mat and into our daily lives. Thanks so much for being here. Don't forget to subscribe.